Now we will take lead orientation. Lead orientation means last time we took axis, electrical axis. Now there are 12 leads. First, when they are recorded, they are recorded like this. Suppose if the paper is recorded in A4 size, A4 size paper, now a sophisticated instrument has come. So one ECG you will find like this only all the time, AVR, AVL, AVF, and here is V1, here is V2, here is V3, here is V4, here is V5 and here is V6. This pattern you will find. So this simultaneously will record 3. So here first records, third record and third will be recorded like this. The duration of each will be 2.5 seconds. So this whole ECG will be of 10 second ECG, 2.5 millimeter first, second, third, 2.5 millimeter AVR, AVF, 2.5 second V1, V2, V3, 2.5 second. So how much complex it comes? It will automatically, even if it is R wave is coming here, it will get cut off and the another lead will start from here. So 2.5 second, new machine, if usually auto mode 2.5 second, and down you many times 10 second rhythm strip you find. So lead 2 usually it is there. So lead 2 continuous 10 second here, lead first second 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Why I drew this diagram? Because this diagram will be easier to know which lead is oriented to which face of the heart. Now suppose lead first AVL and V5, V6, these are lateral oriented lead. Even if I am standing like this, my lead first is left arm, right arm. Lead V5, V6 is here, I told you, anterior axillary line, mid axillary line, and lead AVL is left arm. So first AVL, V5, V6, they are all lateral oriented lead. So this and V5, these are lateral oriented leads, and out of which this is first AVL is high lateral leads, and you can make out this is the lateral side of the, this is medial side, this is lateral side. So V5, V6 is already lateral. First AVL, V5, V6, they collectively they are called lateral oriented leads. So what are remaining now? 2, 3 AVF. See, 2, 3 AVF. I will draw axis diagram shortly and you will come to know how they are related. So 2, 3 is inferior leads, inferior oriented leads, inferior wall, or you can say inferior wall of the heart. But when we call anterior wall, inferior wall, this is always pertaining to left ventricular. There is no right ventricular here. Unless I talk, right ventricular lead, then only. When I call inferior oriented means inferior wall of the left ventricle, lateral wall of the left ventricle. So AVR, this is towards the cavity of the heart. So most of the deflections are negative, P, Q, R, S, T, all deflections are negative, but it is very important when in acute coronary syndrome, AVR. Previously we used to find it is a useless lead, there is nothing, but in acute coronary syndrome, AVR is the most important. Second thing, now only remaining your V1, V2, V3 and V4. See, V1, V2 is a septum. Septum is intraventricular septum. So V1, V2 is a septum. So this is septum, and V4 and V3. V3, V4 is anterior. So, first AVL, V5, V6 lateral oriented, 2, 3 AVF inferior, V1, V2 septum, V3, V4 anterior. V1, V2 septum, anterior, lateral, 2, 3 AVF. See, 2 leads, how it is connected from this to this. AVF is down. So, their camera positions is down. So, they are looking at inferior portion of the heart. So, inferior wall of the heart, because you have to cover from all the angles. So, that is why so many leads. I will again explain you how this thing. Again V1, V2, there are no posterior leads. Yes, there are. We do not take usually. Posterior leads are V7, V8, V9. Usually it is by default nobody takes unless you are suspecting posterior MI. But you do get, this is septum and this is septum. So, exactly posterior. So, this V1, V2, though it is septal lead, it also reflect posterior wall of the heart, back side. So, that when we come to acute coronary syndrome, how it is reflected I will tell you, but this is lead orientation. In short, I will draw as axis diagram and your orientation will be more clear. I want you to practice 100 times axis diagram. In sleep also you will be able to get up and able to draw the axis, all the only six lead na. So, this is first, this is AVR, this is second, this is AVF, this is AVL and this is third. Simple, is very easy. This is first AVR, this is AVL, this is AVF, this is 3, this is lead 2, standard lead 2. So, standard lead 1, standard lead 2, standard lead 3 at 60 degree apart. These are also 60 degree AVL left side. So, you will remember AVL, and AVF is perpendicular to 1 foot, 100, leg, left leg. So, AVR plus 30, that is all. So, this 6 position, these are, this is plus 120, this is plus 90, this is plus 60, plus 30, plus 0, minus 30, and exactly opposite, if it is plus 90, minus 90, plus 120, minus 60. So, why I am telling you this? See, this is lateral lead, lateral, see together, see 2, 3 AVF has come, heart is here somewhere. So, it is looking at from the inferior side of the heart. So, 2, 3 AVF inferior portion, and chest lead V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. So, V1, V2 is septum, V2, V3, V4 anterior and V5, V6 lateral. V1, V2 septum, V3, V4 anterior and V5, V6 lateral. So, many times you find the changes in V1 to V4, that time you call this anteroseptal, anteroseptal. Many times you find changes in 2, 3 AVF, V5, V6. So, this is inferior, this is lateral. So, it becomes inferolateral. Many times you found changes first AVL V1 to V6. So, more the leads, larger is the damage. So, first AVL means lateral oriented, septum, anterior. So, it becomes extensive anterior wall. More the lead involved, more is the damage. So, it is very easy. V1 to V4 anteroseptal, V2, 3 AVF, V5, V6 inferior lateral. First AVL lateral, V1, V2 septum, V3, V4 anterior, V5, V6 lateral. extensive anterolateral septal infarct. So, we call it the extensive anteroval infarct. So, it is like that, distributed to the blood supply regarding, but that is all. AVR is oriented towards the cavity. We will talk some time about that AVR. So, these are the lead orientation of the heart, that is all.